Hi everyone. In this session, I will cover modules in Python. Modules are nothing but Python file. If any file contains Python code, that is known as module. Okay. So to explain modules, I created two Python files. Those are register and authentication. Okay. So let me quickly overthrough what these register and authentication does so that it is easy for you to understand. So in register under register file, right? I am registering user. Okay, I am taking input from user and I am storing that input to user variable, user one variable, and I am calling add method to add it, and I'm taking another input from user, and I'm storing enter user. So first time user have to register. Okay. Then second time user can log in with registered username, right? So I'm taking again input from user, and I'm storing user to variable, and I'm calling one more method, that is validate user, where user is registered or not, it will be validated, and if user is registered, then login successful message will be printed, otherwise login failed message will be printed. So this is overview of what this register program does. Okay. So if you see carefully, I am taking input from user, and I am adding, right? I am calling add user method, but add user method is not exist in this file, register file. Okay. But add user method is present in authentication file. Okay. So add user. So what this add user method does is it appends whatever user passed to this method. It will just append that user to the list. Users is a list. So initially users list will be empty. Using add user method, I am appending whatever user. I am calling the add user method, and I am whatever user will provide, right, via console. I am same user I am passing to add user, and I add user will add that user to list, users list. And next I am taking one more input from user, add user login, user for login, and here I am calling validate user method. Okay, and whatever user passed by user, same user I am passing as a parameter to validate user. Okay. So here what I'm doing, I'm just checking is whatever user is provided to this validate user is exist in users list. If user exists in users list, then this method returns true, otherwise returns false. So here I'm checking if this method returns true, then I'm printing login successful, otherwise login failed, right? So I am utilizing methods add user and validate users method already exist in authentication file. I am just reusing those methods in register file. So how can I import this? You just have to these methods are present in authentication.py file, right? So you have to import authentication in register file. So using import keyword, you can see line number one, right? Using import keyword, you can import in other files, or in other words, and other modules into respective modules which you want to import. So register register file, I imported authentication file, and that's why I am able to access add user and validate user methods of authentication. Okay, using import keyword you can import and you can utilize methods of some other modules. Okay, so just imagine if import functionality is not exist, then you have to write whole functionality in one file itself. You have to write add method, validate method in register file itself. So this is quite if you see real time applications, right, it is difficult to write everything in one file. So it is difficult to maintain also. So to avoid such issues, we can write uh, functions in separate depending on functionalities we can. So we can this authentication is only dedicated to add users and validate users, and register file is dedicated to take input from user and register and take input from user to login. So we can functionality wise we can dedicate specific file, and whatever methods are written in other file, we can using import keyword we can import those files and we can utilize existing methods of other files. Okay, so this is these two are user defined modules. Okay, register also I this is also uh, I created, and authentication also I created these. So these are user created modules. And Python also provides some modules. Uh, if you see array file, right? Array I am importing. I have not created array array file. This is array is Python provided module. So like this, you can import Python provided modules also, and you can utilize them. Here, this is Python provided same way how register in register file, right? How I imported authentication, same way Python provided modules also same way you can import. Okay. So if you see authentication is big name in real time, right? Some names will be very lengthy, around 50 characters also. So it is quite difficult to each time whenever you are calling that functions of that file, it is difficult to type so many lengthy names. So instead of using the lengthy names, you can use aliases. As I will just type AUTH. So this is aliases. So whatever aliases you give here, right? AUTH, same thing you have to pass. Instead of authentication, we can use aliases. Okay, so let me save this and let me run this program and to show how either import is working or not. I'm not calling authentication. I'm just running register.py. Okay, so let me run it. So I have to enter user for registration, right? Let me provide Rahul. So Rahul is added to the list now. Okay, in authentication list, right? Users, it is added using add user. Rahul is available in users now, users list. If I provide same name, username, then it will check list have Rahul element. Your Rahul element is exist, so validate user method will return true, and I will get response as login successful. So let me provide Rahul, and I got response as login, output as login successful. Okay, so this way you can import methods or files in some other required files, and you can utilize methods of some other files. Okay, and you can use aliases also. If name is lengthy or something, you can provide your comfortable name, and you can, using aliases, you can. So here, right, this register.py, this file, right, I'm registering and I'm validating, but this is only related to login page. I don't want to register anything. I just want to log in, that's it. So register code is not required, right? So I will just comment out these two lines. For example, register, some other file is there, okay, just imagine, and I'm just this one is only related to login. Then I don't want add user from authentication, right? I just need validate user from authentication. So in such situation, this is in real time also, same scenario will occur. You need not to you are not required to use all the methods of authentication, right? Only I need a validate user from authentication. So in that case, you need not to import whole authentication file in register file. We can do partial import also. Whatever required methods of authentication you need, right, only you can import uh, required methods of authentication. So how can I do that? Let me comment out import this one, and from authentication file, right, I need only validate this only I need a validate user method, right? From authentication import, just give what all methods of authentication file you want. So I want only validate user method. Then you can, this way you can import partially also, means only required methods of authentication you can import. So if you are importing, you need not to provide a file name, just a method name you have to provide. Okay, so in this case, let me rerun. But here I am not adding, right? So list will be always empty. Okay, so to so just I will initialize list with some name, Rahul, I'm providing. Okay, so if I, then I input user for login, right? I will provide Rahul. Rahul is I am initial you sorry users list is I am initializing with Rahul, right? So if I provide Rahul, um, then I will get response output as login successful. If I provide any other name apart from login, sorry, Rahul, then I will get error like login failed. Okay, so let me rerun the program, and let me provide Rahul, login successful. And if I, because Rahul I initialized this array, sorry, not array, this list, right? So if I provide any other names, then this method will return false, and I will get login failed output. Okay, so let me provide Ramesh. I got responses login failed. And if you try to use methods which you are not importing, right? So here I'm just importing validate user. But if you try to use add user, then I will get exception. because add user, even though you are importing authentication, you are not importing add user, you are just importing validate user. Okay, so let me run and see whether I will get any error. I got error because add user is not defined. Okay, so even though add user is exist in authentication file, I'm only importing validate user. Okay, that's why I'm getting add user is not defined. Okay, so use this way you can import particular methods, specific methods of particular file, or if you want whole file, then you can just import and file name. You can just, if you provide that much details, then only import whole file will imported, and using from keyword and file name import, and if you provide the method name, then only specific method of a particular file will be imported. Okay, that's it from today's session. Thank you all. Bye.